Hi students, this is Madhu Dharmapuri. In this particular lecture, we are going to discuss about the most important equation in semiconductor physics or electronics, which is continuity equation. Okay, which is the relation between the current and you can say the charge or charge distribution. Okay, so this is the statement regarding this continuity equation. You can consider one body which is enclosed with Q charge. The total charge enclosed by this body is Q. This is in a cubical shape, for example, right? And this is area ds. It has 6 faces. So this is area ds, and its length I am considering it as some delta L. So that delta L into this ds will be the volume of this body. Okay, so it has 6 faces, and each face surface can be written as ds, and each side is delta L. Okay, so this is Q charge which is enclosed by this body. Okay, what is the total charge enclosed by the body now? Capital Q. In, it is inside. Okay, so now see this. The net flow of current out of this volume. The net flow of current out of this volume. Because it is flowing out, we consider it as positive. So positive current flow. The net flow of current out of this volume, which is called as positive current flow, must be equal to the negative rate of change of charge with respect to time. Negative rate means nothing but time. Okay, the negative rate of change of charge means, for example, see, this is a body, there is a charge inside. If I am saying that some current is flowing outside through this body, means what? The charge inside is decreasing. The charge is flowing outside means what? The charge inside is decreasing. How this current is flowing outside? With the decrease of charge. That is what it is saying. The net flow of current out of the volume, that is positive current flow, must be at the cost of, must be equal to the negative rate of change of charge, the rate of decrease of charge. Whatever the positive current flow that is happening here is exactly equal to the negative rate of charge or rate of decrease of charge. Negative rate means decrease. The charge that is flowing outside, which is positive current flow, the charge is flowing outside means what? The charge is decreasing inside. Q in is decreasing. Q in is decreasing, minus dq by dt, the negative rate with respect to time. That is what this statement is. This can be exactly written in the other way also, from the principle of charge conservation. What is charge conservation? Charge cannot be created, neither be destroyed, but it can transfer from one place to another place. From that we can write, from the principle of charge conservation, the time rate of decrease of charge, whatever the decrease of charge with respect to time within a given volume, in this particular volume, Q charge is there initially, right? The time rate of decrease of charge, if that is decreasing, for example, that must be equal to the outward current flow through the surface of this volume. Don't confuse, through the surface of this volume. So volume is delta L into ds. Where is the current flowing? Current flowing through one surface. Through this face only the current is flowing. Through this face. ds. Right? So remember only thing. Whatever the charge that is flowing outside is nothing but current. Positive current. The charge is flowing outside means what? The net charge inside is decreasing. According to principle of conservation of charge, the charge which was here is now not here, it is flown out. Means the charge here should be decreased. So according to principle of conservation, what we write? Whatever the decrease that is here is exactly equal to the amount of current flow that is going out. That is what principle of charge conservation. The time rate of decrease of charge within a given volume must be equal to the outward current passing through this surface of this volume. See, current is passing through this surface, one face of the cube. See, initially some 10 coulomb charge is there in a cube. Some 2 ampere current is flowing, for example. According to that 2 ampere current means some charge is going out. So now the 10 coulomb charge will not be remain same. It may become some 8 or it may become 5. The decrease of this charge is compensated with the flow of this current. Some charges are going out, so the charge inside is decreasing. The charges are flowing out means what? The current, that is positive current flow we consider because it is going out. So this statement can be written in this equation form like this. The current that is flowing out, that is I out, should be exactly equal to I is what? I is passing through surface, right? So we know that J is a current density. J is current density. In general, it is written as J is equal to I by A, the magnitude of J. It's a vector. J is a vector. I is a scalar. A is a vector. Or ds is a vector. A is nothing but ds here. So I can be written as J dot A, J dot ds. The total I can be written as integral. How much is the surface? The total current density multiplied by that area, that is ds, will be given as I out, the outward current flowing through it. So this is the formula for I, that is coming from this simply. But how it is equal to this? The current whatever is flowing through this surface should be at the cost of charge, that is minus dq by dt. If the charge is not flowing out, how can we say that current is flowing outside? If the charge is flowing only, then we say current is flowing. The charge is flowing out means what? The charge inside is decreasing. That is what? Minus dq in by dt. Thus minus dq in by dt is equal to I, or integral J dot ds, where q in is the total charge enclosed by this closed surface. Initially q in is there, minus dq in by dt will be equal to the current. That is what? These statements can be written in this equation form, where q in is, what is q in? Remember this, total charge enclosed by the body, closed surface, that is cube here, q in, right? So with this equation we can derive this continuity equation now, right? So we will see how. So please make a copy of it, right? Very simple. From Gauss divergence theorem, integral J dot ds can be written as del dot J dv. I can write this. Gauss divergence theorem basically connects surface integral and volume integral. So this is this. So this can be replaced with this, right? And one more thing we can write, that since q in is the charge enclosed by closed surface of volume V. This volume is V, the total volume is V. Then Q can be written as, Q in can be written as rho multiplied by V, or we can also write it as integral V rho dV. See, this is volume charge, where rho is volume charge density. This we read in electrostatics. Whenever a charge is distributed uniformly through the volume, then we talk about volume charge density. Right? Generally rho is what? Q by V, the total charge by total volume. Rho is total charge by total volume. So this is written as this. Integral dV is nothing but V. So we get Q is equal to rho V. Rho is a constant. Rho is constant. So Q is equal to rho V. Q equal to rho V. Integral V, volume integral dV will become V anyway. Right? So with this, and from this equation 1 we know that this, and this is equation number 2, and this is equation number 3, and 2 and 3 in equation 1. 2 and 3 in equation 1. What do we get? Del dot J dV volume integral. In the place of this I have written this is equal to, in the place of this, minus d by dt of rho dV. In the place of Q in I have written this. In the place of Q in I have written this one, equation 3. Very simple. Right? What is the next step? Both sides we have volume integrals. Right? And integration is with respect to volume. And hence we can write that del dot J is equal to minus dou rho by dou T. Minus dou rho by dou T. See, for one variable d by dt is equal to dou by dou T. Okay, so here we are talking about with respect to time, only time. So there is no issue with the dou or d. Right? So my del dot J equal to minus dou rho by dou T, and del dot J plus dou rho by dou T is equal to 0 is, this is continuity equation. This is continuity equation. We have derived continuity equation with simple statement and equation. We have got I out, which is outward current, which is exactly at the cost of rate of decrease of charge. So I out equal to integral J dot ds equal to minus dq in by dt, and that q in is the total charge enclosed by this surface of volume V, and hence q in can be written as rho into V, or integral V rho dV. And from Gauss divergence theorem we can write integral J dot ds, that is I, is equal to rho triple integral volume integral del dot J dV. And this in equation number 1, that we get this. Right? And one more important case here, and for steady currents, rho is equal to constant, and hence dou rho by dou t is equal to 0. Del dot j will be equal to 0. Remember this also. For steady currents, the special case of this is a special case of this. Steady currents means time independent. Okay, for steady currents, rho is equal to constant, time independent, so it will be 0. What is rho? Volume charge density. Okay, dou rho by dou t equal to 0, del dot j will become 0. Okay, so this is how we can write. So this is special case of this, and this is the original continuity equation. Okay, hope you have understood. If you have any doubts regarding this lecture, you can put your doubts under the comment section. Thank you very much.